welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing 6 Once Upon a Time themed fan arts. If you don't know what Once Upon a Time is, it's like a fairy tale TV show where they have all the traditional fairy tale characters like Snow White, and that's all I can think of. Anyway, they have all those kinds of characters. They basically changed up the stories a bit. So basically, Snow White has a child, Snow White's child has a child. Those are the two main characters, but you kind of learn more about the past of these characters in this traditional fairy tale, but not in the traditional telling. But anyway, you should definitely watch it. The first one I did was Rumplestiltskin. I noticed something I kind of already knew when I was doing this, which is that I cannot draw masculine characters, especially the faces. I think that's where I have the most trouble. So basically, I did the face. I hated it. So I erased the face and put it off till the very end. I did the hair first, I did the clothes first, the hands. I did all of that first, and then I did the face because I was scared to retry it. But I really like the way this drawing turned out in the end. I especially like the hair. I wish my hair were this curly. I also really like the way these hands turned out. And then I redid the face. I kind of hesitated redoing the nose because that looked a bit weird the first time I did it. I spent a lot of times kind of blending out the lips so they looked like a similar color to the skin tone, even though it doesn't matter because it's the sketch, but I still want the sketch to look good because I think that's how the reference looked. How did the reference look? I don't even remember what the reference was. So I did use references for all of these drawings, but I'm not going to include them. I don't know if I could get like a copyright strike or copyright claim for doing that, but basically just Google them and you'll probably find my references pretty high up on there. I did choose specific references I wanted to draw, but they were all pretty much at the top of Google. And then I kind of stalled drawing the eyes because I think I was really nervous to draw those after how it turned out the previous time. But I think it turned out well in the end. And then I kind of brought the hair down and just changed that up a bit just because I think it looked more similar to the reference. And then I added a bit of like a highlight above the eye. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a highlight or like makeup, but either way, I like it. And then I moved on to the line art, basically just tracing my sketch, because that's what line art is. But I saved the lips for just color because I wanted them to blend in a bit more with the skin tone, like I was talking about with the sketch. I spent a while trying to get the color to look like it did in the reference, and then I added in the wavy hair strands. I drew the outline of the hair first, and then I drew all the curly bits inside. And then I used this like watercolor textured brush and I colored everything in. Again, using the reference as a guide. I did the base skin tone and then I added some more golden bits in because this version of Rumplestiltskin has the more golden skin. And next I did Emma, who is the child of Snow White. And I sketched it out pretty different this time. I actually like the way I sketched it as well. I like both ways of sketching. I think this one looks completely different, but also just as cool. And the shape of the face in the sketch looks so much closer to the reference than the finished version with the line art and everything. But I like the finished version too. I just think this looks a bit more realistic. But the outfit does look more cartoony, so it almost matches a bit more. But either way, I like it. I haven't even watched the show in months because I've rewatched it so many times I could predict every plot twist, so it almost wasn't fun anymore. But I think it would be fun to go back to in a few months. The jacket on this one just looks so cozy and warm, and I love it. Her jacket, not necessarily the one in the drawing, but also the one in the drawing. I did a lot of subtle shading and blush to the skin tone, and then I colored in the jacket. For all of these, I kind of did random-ish colors that were slightly related to the drawing for the background and just a watercolor wash. And this one is Captain Hook. I struggled so hard to draw this one. I just don't know how to draw masculine characters. I don't know how to draw beards. I kind of know how to draw mustaches now, but I didn't when I was doing this. And also, I had to draw the earring because I love the earring so much. So I kind of just did similar style to the way I did Rumplestiltskin for the eyes. I actually did the whole thing in more of a kind of realistic art style. But I wasn't really happy with this one as much as I thought I could be, so I sketched over it. And I do like the first one, but I definitely like the second one better. And then I thought about doing a necklace, but I didn't end up doing that. I spent a lot of time trying to decide what the ear should look like before settling on this. And then I drew in the beard, and I liked the way this looked, but I didn't know how to connect it to the hair, so I kind of removed that line and then blended it in. And I actually really like the way this one turned out, especially for how it started. So the next one is Belle. I did this one in kind of a more realistic style too. I don't draw a lot of hairstyles, so I'm actually really happy with the way all of these turned out. I drew like a different hairstyle for each character. I kind of actually liked the hair more when it was just on one side, but I like it both ways. I kind of did the same technique for this hair where I made the outline first and then I filled in all the little curly bits. For the shirt, I kind of tried to trace the pattern around the fabric so it looks like the fabric's folding over at the top near the collar. And I think I really like the way that turned out. I'm not sure if the pattern on the shirt without the collar would be lined up that way, but maybe it would. And then I just did a pink background and that was it. The next one is Cruella de Vil, who I did in the cartoony kind of style. And I really like the way this turned out with all the fur. It just looks so fluffy. It's like I want to hug it. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I should probably start with the sketch. I actually really like the shirt she was wearing in this too. It's like basic, which goes well with the furs because it draws attention to the fur. Even though I'm talking about the shirts, it's drawing attention to the shirt, actually. For the line art, I just traced over the sketch again, basically. But the fluffiness of this coat just looks so fluffy. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. It just looks so soft. I seriously want to hug it. And I tried to redo a part on the hair, but I ended up just keeping it the way it was originally. And I did the same red color for her glove as I did the lips, but then I did a lighter red color for the inside of the coat. And next we're on to Tinkerbell. I remember when I was watching this, I think I really liked Tinkerbell. I really like the bun in the hair. And I was having trouble drawing the eye, so I ended up just erasing it, copying the other one, and then switching it around. For the shirt, I did like a speckle brush in a dark green, a light green, and a blue, I think. And then I added some little white dots in with a normal brush. And then I added some strands to the hair. And I was done. I added them all onto one image together with these little borders. I did some of the borders lighter than the background color and some of them darker. And the borders are all different widths too. I kind of like it that way. In the same color as the border, I added their names in there. And I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope you had a great week. And I'll see you next time. Bye! I can't talk. Oh my god. What was I even talking about? My keyboard's all dusty.